that well, you know.
When did they start drilling?
Pardon?
When did they start drilling?
They started about 3 years ago, I think, for up on top.
And when did the well go bad?
It went bad May 25th, 11. They'd already drilled 2 wells up there before my well went bad. So they possibly was up there like in 2010, sometime, maybe at the end of 2010. Because they drilled 3 wells up there and fracked them. Well, the one good thing about this now, they're not burning these off. My God, if they burned these off, you couldn't hear nothing out here.
They're not going to flare down there?
I don't see no flaring. It's funny they're not, but see, they burned them off because the chemicals was coming back, and they figured the chemicals would burn, comes up with the gas, and it burned the gas and the chemicals both. But now, they're sending the chemicals all back someplace, I don't know where. They shut down the...
Well, they have the technology to capture. They don't need to be flaring at all, but it's just a matter of whether they actually use it or not. And if they're not required to use it and it's more expensive, then they won't. But I heard that they were going to have to start capturing it and not flaring. Did you hear anything about that, Deirdre?
What's that?
Like about not flaring anymore? Like, because they have ways to capture and not flare, but because they haven't had to, they haven't been doing it. But
They have a 3 year, 3 years to do it.
See, they flared them 3 up there, and that lasted maybe 2 months of flaring.
whoa,
Then when they did this one down here, they flared the one, and then they just come back here and frack deal. They was moving out the day you guys were here, so they was down there fracking all month.
Yeah, I got the swimming canisters a day late. I got 2 cans in the car.
Yeah, because, man, I'll tell you, it stunk so bad out here, you couldn't stay out there. I had to get in the house or you go out, and the stink was so bad. And I can't explain to you what the stink is because it had to be mixed with chemicals and smelled like burnt diesel, and it was something you don't smell every day. It's a different smell, I knew the chemicals coming back up. What they're doing now is releasing them right in the air. You can hear it down there. I've heard it twice today so far. Letting the gas out. The chemicals are still in that stuff, don't forget. That's coming right out in the air.
Yeah, in fact, I got a video of the flare that we went to, but we couldn't see. What was it? Okay.
You must have pictures on there when they was moving out. You guys are down there when the big trucks was coming out of there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were spilling stuff when they were pulling out. And I didn't have my camera going.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. In pictures, I can't find the one I want.
I don't think the people from Spain ever seen anything like that before, did they?
No.
They stayed down there for hours. I'm telling you, hours.
hopefully they use that to, prevent more fracking and.
I give them the best news of all, I guess, what happened to me. And it's still happening,
Were they talking to people down there, or just shooting them fracking it?
They're done fracking, but there's people down there. They got a lot of stuff to move off yet. They got all the big box cars was full of chemicals, probably what they didn't use. You see all them big, looks like a box car really from a train.
Yeah.
They're all sitting down there. So.
Do you have any idea how many times they've fracked each of the wells?
Well, they frack. I guess they just frack a well once, right? They
No.
got to frack north and south. They got 2 arms on, right? So they frack north, they frack south. Then they pull out. I guess they're ready. They have one of the wells hooked in. It's producing. Then they got the 3 wells up there producing. So there's 4 wells. This will make 5 wells that be producing from this area. Everybody around here is getting big check, but me. I'm not even in the grid. Me and my son, we're not in the grid.
Did Chesapeake drill here, too?
Chesapeake, these are chief.
But how about Chesapeake? Did they drill?
They haven't drilled right here in this area, but they're drilling right on top of the hill. You know, back here in the corner, up top of that hill. That's like I told him. I said, I think you're responsible for my well as bad as Chief is. Oh no, Chief took the blame, as I just saw. You know, so.
Did you have to sue them to get? Did you sue Chief? Or?
I haven't sued him yet. No. I'm just waiting for my attorney to get back from me. He took all of my paperwork and sent it out to Oklahoma. He knows the attorney out that takes these cases. He won't take them unless he wins. So he sent my case all out there to be reviewed to see if I had a chance of beating them. It's not easy to beat them guys.
No.
And they have all DEP working for them.
Yeah.
All these guys that work for DEP is working for the oil companies.
I got a flagrant picture I'm going to show you guys. It's a picture of a DEP truck with an oil rig decal on the back.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
A DEP truck on the back windshield. Oil rig.
I really believe that DEP taking payoff. Everybody says they're taking payoff. Even on my well. They had young people working on it, and the girl that came here, she hadn't been working for DEP a short time, and she up and tells me she doesn't think Chief is to blame for my well. Well, who is? You know, I had good water before they came.
Yeah, and why would that be your first answer or first response? It should, I mean, as a professional, environmental professional, you're supposed to say, well, we'll look into it. That's our job, you know, not this like instant.
This is a DEP pickup truck with an oil rig.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll go with that 100%. Not only that, they have Halliburton in here. And I never seen them trucks just this year. Halliburton, and you know that's one big outfit. They throw down with them.
That yellow one?
Okay.
But no, DEP is really thrown right in with the gas companies. It's hard for them to anybody get anything done really. You have them against you, and you have the gas companies against you, and no, I did have an attorney way early. Won my case bad at O'Malley and Langley. Maybe you heard of them down in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre. And then they got this big settlement down here on Wyalusing Hill, 1.6 million. Well, after that, he just let everybody go to heck.
That's what it looked like, yeah.
He had 35 people signed up that wanted 35 people that he had signed up to take their cases, you know. And he made 3 or 4 trips. They won my case bad, you know, because I had real good evidence on them. And then all of a sudden, after he got that, I think he just wanted to line his pocket and say the heck with it. He didn't even go to court with it. They settled that before they went to court. 3 people got 1.6 million. He got 40%. So 40% of that, you know, heck with these guys. I'm not looking at them. I figured that's what he said, you know.
Look at the houses, like they got their settlement, but they had to give their houses
they had to
up.
give up the houses. But now they're fighting them back to get their houses back because they don't think it was right that they could take their houses like that. But they signed them over to Chesapeake.
Well, now he kind of screwed me over a little bit. I gave him some footage and some clear footage for the cases, and in turn he was supposed to do me a favor, and he didn't.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough job proving anything on it, but hey, if he says go with it, I'm going to give it a try, you know.
If not, you go with Charlie.
Hey, not to replace your water. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Hauling water doesn't cut the trick, man. You still got to do all that. And I couldn't use this water for nothing. Everybody told me, don't touch the water, don't use the water. You know, so.
We were talking to Rebecca one, and the stuff stuck on her hand.
Yeah.
Get that rash.
Chief took loads of this black stuff with them every time they come. Sometimes they would come about 3 times a week, and it was worse than that. They kept taking the black stuff off of that.
Rebecca shake it up, and the top wasn't on. And it got on her hand.
But they kept taking it, but they, in fact, they got 5 or 6 of my quart cans that they took the black stuff. Every time they came, they run 50 to 60 gallons of water out of my well, and it still was black. So, you know, I'm just getting, so I'm taking a shower with it and doing different things with it. If it wasn't for the filter on it, I wouldn't do it. But the filter catches a lot of the black stuff, even though I know that
there's other stuff in it.
there's a poison in it, you know, that's contaminated. But
Does it smell when you shower?
Huh?
Does it smell when you shower?
Not really.
Is the diesel oil gone out of it, you think?
If it does, it probably smells in those fillers. Those fillers, I change them once a month. And if you do out wash with them, you got to change them more often. Do they ever smell?
No smell.
No, but,
But I suppose it was documented that you had diesel in it. I thought maybe it was.
yeah. I've got a load of evidence, you know, of different stuff in my well. Even diesel came in my well at one time. I've got where they tested my well one time had diesel in it. Where could diesel come from? Only thing I think of is they had a spill up on top. I knew they had a spill up there. I was up there 3 days in a row and they were cleaning up that spill. Well, it could have been diesel. I don't know what they spilled up there. But
Well, they drilled with diesel too, as a lubricant.
yeah, well, mud they call it, you know, but it's got oil in it, oil base, probably diesel. But I don't know how that's still getting in my well. If they say the concrete, the pipe in and everything, either it's coming up along the side of the pipe and getting into my vein, you know, and it doesn't even have to be from them. It can be from way, you know, way off. Them veins travel hundreds and thousands of miles, you know. But I don't know what else to tell you. It's
Is there any methane in your?
no, I don't have that. I know a lot of people got that. Yeah, and
That's good.
I got a friend up at Liberty Corners. He could hook right on the top of it and run his gas stove and everything, you know. That's how powerful it is coming around his well. I told him not to drink it. That won't work, he says. Well, I said, you better put a vent on top. So he did. He put a vent on top. But I said, run your pipe in there and hook it on your cook stove. What's the difference, you know?
Save yourself some.
He's got good pressure coming up out there. So
You might as well heat with it too.
yeah, cook with it or hook it to your furnace or something, you know.
Yeah, I was joking with the Mannings. They have so much methane in their water. I was saying, get a little, gas-powered generator and use the methane to run your
some
little
pressure,
generator.
yes, push it in there. But it does have a lot of pressure to it. It makes his well just boil, you know. His well is boiling all the time. Pressure from the gas. That's happening a lot, though. That's what happened to them people down there on Paradise Lane, Wyoming Hill. They had all that pressure coming up in the gas well. From the gas well, rather, in their well.